Frederiksted, St. Croix, US Virgin Islands. We arrived about 8 a.m. Good morning, Mickey. We're on the same deck as the coffee port, so we just have to walk 30 yards for our morning brew, and then a leisurely breakfast. On a cruise ship, we don't just get the joy of a great view out of the window, but we also get a first glimpse of the new place that we're about to experience and feel great. Another sunny day, so we get our fruit juice, toast, cereal, and fruit, followed by pancakes, bacon, and baked beans. Then back up to the room to prepare for the day. This morning we're joined by another ship, the Grandeur of the Seas, a relatively small Royal Caribbean ship that accommodates about 2,000. Clearly the passengers are looking enviously at our ship. And no wonder. Frederiksted is a town of St. Croix. It has fewer than 1,000 people, but the island has a population of about 50,000. It's named after Frederick V of Denmark, who purchased the West Indies in 1754, when the islands of indigenous peoples and even people could be bought. Frederiksted is now known as Freedom City by locals, as the town was the site of the emancipation of slaves on the 3rd of July 1848. Note that this was not Independence Day, it was Emancipation Day. They're still not independent. Welcoming us is a green turtle. Frederiksted is the port for cruise ships visiting the island. Passengers disembark at Frederiksted Pier, where they may explore the town, enjoy the beaches, rent a car, or hire a taxi to visit points of interest across the island, including Christiansted, the other major town. The shooting begins. Our goal is to visit interesting places, meet interesting people and shoot them. The sight of 2 cruise ships moored up in this way was impressive. As you can hear, everyone is looking forward to a great day. Immediately we are confronted by Tourist Town. Captain Morgan will take you for a ride. Local music welcomes us. A great welcome. Memories of Jamaica come flooding back. The Rainbow Beach, literally a couple of 100 yards away. The sea certainly looking inviting. I noticed the town clock at a different time on each side, all perfectly correct twice a day. I suppose it's to confuse attacking pirates. The architecture reminiscent of many colonial outposts that I've visited both in Europe and Asia. It was round about now that we decided just to take it easy today, have a relaxing day, just stroll around the town.
Well, we have just arrived in Croix at Frederiksted, and we are now going to have a look at the old town.
Anyway, here we are. Here's a fort with cannons. I don't know if you can tell. And there's a rainbow beach behind us and the ship's there. Not much else to do here.
There were a couple of cannon just stuck in the rocks. I suppose there's a reason. Other cannon inside the fort face seaward, ready for pirates. Unfortunately, as this was Easter Monday, the fort was closed. Snorkeling fun here, searching for gold coins. You may ask, is the island a good place to take a holiday? The answer is simple. It's a wonderful place to visit. And to prove my point, in December of 2022, Joe Biden, the President of the USA, enjoyed his Christmas vacation here with his family. Then we continued our stroll down the promenade under the palm trees, enjoying this quaint historic town. And glad that the ship is so close to the town. So we walked into the town. Very colourful and photogenic seafront with interesting buildings. The main difference between Mediterranean ports and Caribbean ports is that the Caribbean ports are much smaller and the ship tends to dock much closer. We are thus able to have a relaxing day exploring without having to walk very far. It's certainly a pretty town.
Well, we just decided we'll come and have a drink in this very local place here in the middle of town.
We then walked past the Red Fort and down to the beach.
lo último que se pierde. Aunque a veces me cuesta encontrarte, eres la sensación de fe que las cosas van a salir bien. A todo le encuentras salida. Contigo sé que cambiará.
After spending a little time, we took a stroll back to the ship, having a delightful chat on the way back with Joyce, one of the locals who was selling her handicrafts. Back on the ship, got a drink and a shower. An easy day, very enjoyable. Not a great deal of things to do, but relaxing, interesting, and fun. So we sat on the balcony with a drink, evaluating the day. Getting ready for dinner. After dinner, a stroll around the ship, anticipating arriving in Guadeloupe tomorrow.